Nah. You got a girl?
Yeah.
Nah, Max got a girl, bro. You moving different, bro. That's not 5-star behavior, gang.
It is, though. Sometimes you gotta find that one, bro.
Passing around the same girl like it's a hot potato has unfortunately become an epidemic in the streaming world. And it's gotten to the point where it's even happening to streamers that you might least expect. So as many of you already know, over the past 2 years, I have talked extensively about these streamers getting used by these 304s. And I don't know about you guys, but personally, never once did I ever think I would be making one of these videos about PlaqueBoyMax. To me, Max always seemed like one of those guys that really had his head on straight when it came to these street sweepers. Sure, he would mess around with them, and he definitely had them on stream from time to time, but it was never his main focus when it came to content, and never once did I ever think he would actually cuff up one of these professional meat munchers. But a lot of the time when people move to LA, it always just seems like their morals completely fly out of the window. And it sure does seem like we're watching this happen in real time to PlaqueBoyMax.
Yo, imagine you bring a girl on stream, niggas just start spamming names in the chat. That shit would break my heart. Was that what was happening or no? Yeah, figured.
So all of this started about 2 weeks ago when Max would actually drop a vlog on his channel introducing his girl to the entire world.
Cat, this is Grace.
Okay, I'm a little stressed out.
Damn, why you being Hollywood like?
No, I'm just stressed, y'all.
Take us through like.
What, a fit? Okay.
And when this originally happened, I asked myself, why the fuck would Max do this? Not only because of how vocal he was to Lacey about keeping his relationship with Darla off camera, but just in general as a streamer. Unless you plan on farming cuck content like Lacey did for almost 2 years, there is absolutely zero benefit to showing your girl to the world as a streamer, unless of course you want everybody to get all up in your business and tell you literally everything your girl was doing before you met her. Which of course is exactly what would happen to PlaqueBoyMax almost immediately, as people started to realize his girl, whose name is Grace, has been riding around on the Ferris wheel of streamers and YouTubers for years, and Max is just her most recent one. So from my understanding, there was a period in time where Grace actually considered herself a content creator as well, and actually had her own YouTube channel sitting at over 100,000 subscribers. Now, although the channel is still there, every single piece of content she ever uploaded to that channel has been completely wiped clean. So obviously she feels guilty about the type of content she was making before meeting PlaqueBoyMax. And because all that content is taken off her channel, I can't exactly tell you who she started making content with first and how that started. But it seems there was a period of time between 2020 and 2022 where she was making content with multiple different YouTubers, and they were all creating super cringe DDG style content with her. And some of these names you might notice, like DomDomTV and even Deshae Frost. And they were creating straight bangers with her. Shit like, I took Viagra tablets on my crush to see how freaky she will get. As well as, my crush gets mad after I told her I wanted to date her best friend. Now, I had never heard of DomDomTV until making this video, so I don't know exactly what was going on around the time that they were creating content together. But it sure does seem to me, just by taking a peek at some of these videos, that there was something going on between Dom and Grace behind the scenes of the videos.
I'm just trying to say, like, hey, you're not feeling me the same energy, you feel me, when we're talking or something, like kind of like move on type shit. So like, whoa, can you let her know like what's up?
There was even a point in one of the videos they were in together where Dom would just flat out call Grace a freak, and she didn't really seem to deny it.
Bro, anybody kind of, I don't really give a fuck, bro. Like, you're free, bro. I'm trying to go show.
Oh, bro, hold on.
She was more so surprised at the honesty of Dom rather than mad about what he said. Now, I don't know how exactly he would know how much of a freak Grace is, but I'm sure you guys could come to your own conclusion on how that may have happened. Now, obviously, it doesn't make you a 304 to date and make content with just one YouTuber. But of course, if that was the extent of the situation, I wouldn't be making a video on it right now. And at some point, Grace would stop making content with Dom, but she would continue to make content with and leech off of other creators and streamers. One of those creators being Deshae Frost. Funny enough, it seems like every single video Deshae ever made with Grace has been taken off of YouTube. And considering Deshae Frost and PlaqueBoyMax are friends, I think we know exactly why that happened. The one video I was able to find that is still up on YouTube is titled "Acting Emo on My Date with a Baddie." So you can obviously see what kind of content she was making with Deshae. I don't know about you guys, but personally, personally, I would not want to cuff up a girl that has this kind of digital footprint, especially if you're someone who's in a good position like PlaqueBoyMax. 22 years old, multi-millionaire, you've got all the time in the world to meet a girl that wasn't just fucking on your homies a few years ago and settle down with her. The coochie must be fucking bombastic, because I am just not understanding the situation. The math is in fact not adding up. There would even be a point where Grace and Deshae would kiss on stream.
You have to come here. You're the one that wants to fucking kiss, bro.
Come here. Okay.
That's different.
No,
That's
I'm
crazy.
Now I get it, it's just a kiss. I already know I'm gonna get a comment.
Oh, Slaqin, it's just a kiss. You fucking virgin loser.
But my point stands. I just don't see any benefit in dating a girl that has this much of a digital footprint. Now, if you're a fucking fat, ugly loser, and that's the only girl you can get, then fuck it, bro. Do what you gotta do. Now, personally, I would recommend you try not being a fat, ugly loser, but if that's too hard for you, then you go for it, bro. You settle for that street sweeper. But this is not the case that we're looking at. PlaqueBoyMax isn't a fat, ugly loser, and yet, he's still picking the girl that has a crazy digital footprint to not only be his girlfriend, but be the one that he shows off to the internet. And I'm saying all of this, and I haven't even shown you guys the other people she was making content with. There was a point where she made at least one video with Almighty J, but of course, that video just so happens to be taken down off of YouTube. Thankfully, I was able to find a clipped portion of a Deshae Frost livestream with Grace where they would react to the video with Almighty J. And believe it or not, she would kiss Almighty J in this video as well.
Okay, you're so annoying. Bro, first of all, video idea was his idea. Second of all,
You would actually have to be stupid as fuck to think that this girl isn't getting her back blown out by at least a handful of these guys that she's kissing on video. She even admitted during the prank with Dom that she has multiple options.
you was not the only one I could
No,
get. You
I
feel me?
know-
Like,
I
you
know-
are
I
not
know
my
that.
only option.
I
So,
know
like,
that, yeah.
like I don't have, like,
I
you
know
feel
that,
me?
like, you got hella options. I know your body, bro. You know what I'm saying? I know your body. I know you got hella options, you feel me?
And I wouldn't be surprised whatsoever if Almighty J was one of those options. Funny enough, after Deshae Frost would react to the clip of her kissing Almighty J, he would have her leave the room so he can call Almighty J, and he would tell Deshae Frost to sign her to the gang.
Alright, that's all I need to know.
She gang, bro. She gang.
Fuck. Not part of my gang no more.
I ain't gonna lie. We might as well just sign her to the gang. To the gang.
You trying to sign her?
Yeah, like we all need to sign her.
Damn.
Like, she gang. She really gang, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Now, if you don't know what that means, it basically just means it's cooked, bro. It's over with. Almighty J is trying to say he fucked without actually saying he fucked. And the craziest part about all of this is while she was making content with Deshae, kissing him on livestream, kissing Almighty J on livestream, making content with Dom TV, she was also making very similar content very consistently with another YouTuber. P2 is the name. Now, unfortunately, P2 did pass away about 8 months ago, so I don't want to make any crazy claims about his relationship with Grace because I'm unable to 100% confirm any of it, and I just don't like talking about people that are no longer here. But like I said, he was making content with Grace very consistently while she was making content with all of these other guys. And this content was very similar to the content she was making with Dom. Shit like, my best friend finally admits she has feelings for me, P2 x Grace couple, as well as, I drank and admitted I've been loving my best friend for years, Grace. Now obviously these videos aren't real. These people are just acting in these videos, but you can't sit here and act like it's not a little bit weird just how many different guys she made this kind of content with. And it's not like they were separate either. It was all during the same time. I feel like this is no different than a girl that hangs out with only guys, as that was quite literally what she was doing. During her second to last ever video she made with P2, they would go around the mall and basically just see if people are able to flirt with Grace. That's like a shorter version of what was actually going on in this video. And during her first ever interaction in the video, someone would get her Instagram and he would say, I don't run it, my label does. And you can see very clearly Grace was cheesing hard as fuck when he said that.
What's up, man?
what's my Instagram?
Hey, give me. I don't even.
Didn't you just see it?
Hey, bro, come on, bro. Nah, I'm not doing all that.
That's all you. That's all you.
I already knew about that. I don't run my shit. My label. In. That's it.
Yeah.
Don't be unfollowing and all that.
Nah, I would never.
I'd say it's very obvious to anyone with a brain that Grace is a fucking groupie. And if it wasn't for the fact that PlaqueBoyMax was PlaqueBoyMax and had millions of followers and was signed to a record label, Grace would not like him. The craziest part about this is Max is fully aware of her past, as there was a clip that resurfaced of Max talking about her over a year ago, before he even signed his record deal, laughing about how many different dudes she's made content with.
Jay Cinco take your bitches.
Jason.
Jay Cinco.
We need two my bitches.
No, I was just asking.
That's not my bitch. That's the same bitch.
Huh?
Nigga, say kissing on screen.
Oh, I saw that shit.
That's not my bitch.
Grace Henderson. Now wait, look though.
Yo, nah, she bad though. I go
I think she looked familiar somewhere. I think she know my nigga Taekwondo. I think she's been around a couple streams. No, I'm not trying to call. Shout out Grace for me. I'm not trying to do you like that.
Oh, damn.
But it's like, you know, it's just like, you feel me? Oh, P2. Yeah.
Oh, she around. So shit.
Yo, imagine you bring a girl on stream, niggas just start spamming names in the chat. That shit would break my heart. Was that what was happening or no? Yeah, figured. Yeah, damn. She on tour? Nah, I don't.
Crazy as fuck. I tried to tell you guys at the beginning of the video, after you live in LA for over a year, you lose all of your morals. If that's not a perfect example of that, I really don't know what is. And to make matters even worse, it's almost as if PlaqueBoyMax either forgot about Grace or is just trying his absolute best to ignore the fact that his girl is a 304, because during one of their live streams together, Max would say this.
Yeah, he is. He was just pins. You don't understand his stream shit.
Nah, I don't.
And she would have the fucking audacity to agree with him. What is actually going on? Did they clone PlaqueBoyMax? This just doesn't seem like the same guy that I remember from a year ago. You know how there's certain girls that are known to date NBA players and all they do is date NBA players, and for whatever reason these NBA players keep dating her, and even though these relationships only usually last a few years and these NBA players have all of the money in the world, could literally get any girl they want, for whatever reason they choose to date girls that have already dated other NBA players in the past and are well known for taking their money. I kind of feel like this is the same situation we're starting to see in the streaming industry. There is certain girls like Darla Claire or Grace Henderson that only want to date streamers or YouTubers because they know not only do these people make a shit ton of money, but there will always be at least one sucker that is going to give in and date them and allow them to leech off of them for as long as they feel need, or until they find a new loser that is willing to do the same thing. And because of that, I know for a fact this won't be the last time I make a video like this, because these girls are playing the game and it's only gonna get worse from here. And obviously, there is absolutely zero content creators that are 100% safe from these street sweepers. But that right there is where I think I'm going to end this video. If you were to take anything away from it, it would be simply love yourself. At 22 years old, you absolutely don't have to settle down with the first 304 that makes you feel loved. These hoes are in fact trifling. Live life a little bit, really focus on yourself, become the best version of yourself you can be, and then, only then, should you bring someone else into your life. But like I said, that right there is where I'm going to end this video. If you did enjoy the video, don't forget to drop a like on it and comment down in the comment section. Both of those things really help the video get pushed farther into the algorithm. If you are on mobile, hyping up the video can really help it get shown to a lot of new people, so don't forget about that feature. Drop a sub on the channel if you did enjoy the content. More videos are on the way, and with all that being said, I will see you guys in the next one.